podcast. So I'm excited to play this clip for you. But we do that coming up after today's headlines with Tom Alvord.
Today's headlines with
Tom Alvord.
Good job, Tommy. What do you got, brother?
What's up, boys? How we doing? All right. So obviously a little bit of a bummer weekend for the Philadelphia Phillies, losing 2 of 3 to the Guardians. You, of course, have lost now 4 straight series. But there was some positives, and a lot of positives came on the game Saturday, where the offense woke up, had eight runs, including 4 homers. But the big story Saturday, maybe your new number 5 starter? Tyler Phillips was fantastic. Here's him closing out the game Saturday, picking up his first shutout.
With everybody on their feet. And the pitch. Fly ball. Left field. Austin Hayes is over. He's under it. Makes the catch. And 26-year-old Tyler Phillips has scattered 4 hits in a complete game shutout as the Phillies win it 8-0.
So, first of all, just how cool that this story keeps continuing right now. Cool. Local kid. And also, what do you think this guy's future is this season for the Phillies? Obviously, there's some injuries in the rotation. How do they handle this kid, especially pitching as well as he has been?
I think you find a way to keep him around. He's not going to pitch in the playoffs.
He's not going to be a playoff pitcher. But could you see this? NLCS, you're up 2-1, and Rob Thompson says tandem game. Christopher Sanchez starts, and Phillips is backing him up. I could see that.
If he keeps this pace up, he's got a 1.80 ERA. If he keeps like a pace like this up, maybe you have to think about it.
Yeah, what did that do for Spencer Turnbull? It got him into the bullpen. But yeah, I think maybe it is something where they piggyback 2 starters.
Do something like that. I think could absolutely work.
They should have done that last year in the playoffs with Christopher Sanchez, but unfortunately, Taijuan Walker didn't know how to come out of the bullpen. They didn't use Michael Lorenzen. And then they tried getting 6 innings out of all 1-inning bullpen guys.
Again, for a great manager over 162 strategy.
You keep on blaming him for that.
Well, that was terrible.
It's been reported by Jason Stark that was an upstairs decision, not Rob.
Okay, I get you. No, but you can bang your fist on the table, and you can have a bigger voice, or you can just say,
and then
I'm doing it this way.
Dave Dombrowski goes, I'm Dave Dombrowski.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine.
So one thing we know for sure, though, is that this is coming at the perfect time right now because of all the injuries to the Phillies rotation. Phillips has stepped up absolutely.
But dude, it's so cool. Like, it's every kid's dream. Every kid that played sports has pretended to hit the game-winning shot, caught the game-winning touchdown, hit the game-winning home run, or got the last out of a game on your team. Your childhood hometown team. Like, every kid that likes sports has pretended to do that, and he actually did it at Citizens Bank Park. It's freaking beautiful, man.
And it's so cool. Really good story. Hopefully it can continue for Phillips. All right, we also had the Olympics starting up. We had, of course, the opening ceremonies on Friday. No more showcases for Team USA, as now we got the first group game is finished up. They defeat Serbia, Nikola Jokic in Serbia, by a score of 110-84, and it was led by Kevin Durant coming off the bench, who was absolutely fantastic.
Kevin Durant coming off the bench.
Which is insane to say. You're right.
And here comes Kevin coming Durant. They'll replace Booker, the all-time leading scorer
in Olympic history. U.S. Olympic history.
How cool is that, man?
So awesome. White, the cross, the kick, swing.
There you
Durant.
Go. What's his name? What's his name?
You know who he is.
You know who he is.
You know exactly who he is. Easy money sniper.
Kevin Durant was fantastic. Unfortunately, our hometown guy, Joel Embiid, struggled. Just 4 points, 3 fouls, and 2 turnovers. Did you get a chance to watch the game, and what did you make of it if you did?
I had it on. I wasn't locked in. They're going to, I don't expect them to lose, any game.
I wasn't locked in, but it was interesting.
So, all right. I had this for later, but because you brought it up.
Save it. No, save it for later so we can give it considerable time.
All right. Well, John sent me a weird text. Or no, you told me. No, it was before the show. Sorry, it was before the show.
No, the weird text, you delete that immediately.
Yeah. No, John's trying to get me into a trap of some sort about Embiid. And I
am, though. I am.
I really don't know what your end game is. And I think I'm just going to scoff at anything you say.
By the way, and I know you will.
I will.
That's the desired thing, is that I know that you will scoff at anything that is said because he's your boy. You will scoff at it. No, but we will set this up. No. And yes, and by the way, Andrew, I fully admit it, 2 hands in the air. It's absolutely a trap.
It's an agenda.
And it's absolutely an agenda.
I know.
And it's not fair.
Self-awareness is good.
And it is. So I'm just going to tell you, it is a cheap shot. It's dirty. It's rotten. And I own it.
Okay.
But we'll get into it.
We'll do that around 9:30 before Nick Sirianni speaks. All right, what else, Tom?
All right, last one here for you guys. Obviously, we've been talking heavy Eagles, but we've been getting into the Philadelphia Phillies. Let's kind of reset here.
More reaction to the Phillies. They were busy. Trades were made. We react to a busy weekend of news for the Philadelphia Phillies.
So we have, obviously, about a little bit more than a day, 24 hours until the MLB trade deadline. I know you guys are going to get much more into what moves we want to see, what's going to happen. I'm curious, though, your gut feeling. Your gut, not what you want, your gut feeling. Do you see another move, at least significant move, being made by the Philadelphia Phillies and Dave Dombrowski before the deadline?
Significant? Probably not.
Could just be Hayes, like Estevez type of guy, someone who's going to make an impact in the playoffs.
Well, Estevez, you gave up 2 pretty high-up prospects. Not Aiden Miller, Andrew Painter, Justin Crawford, but you gave up 2 prospects that are thought highly of in Major League Baseball, period, and then, of course, the Phillies organization. I don't know if Dombrowski, everybody that's freaking out about, you can't trade the farm, he might not trade 2 more big pieces in the farm.
I had somebody say to me last night, do not be surprised, and I trust this person's viewpoint, do not be surprised if he goes and gets a back-of-the-rotation 4th, 5th starter time.
We've been talking about, Connor was like very adamant about that not happening.
Well, I was told last night, keep an eye out for it, that they are kicking tires on a back end of the rotation guy who could also become a mop-up bullpen piece.
It's all over.
Yes, a Lorenzen piece.
It's smart, too, because you don't know how. Be patient with Ranger Suarez, right? He goes on the 15-day IL.
Correct.
Be patient with him. The Tyler Phillips story is amazing. You don't know when that's going to stop. Taijuan Walker, you can't trust. He's banged up, too, by the way.
And Dork Boy was looking back at some Dave Dombrowski trade deadlines with his championship teams and everything. He picks up a back-of-the-rotation starter like a lot.
Yeah. Nobody
a Lorenzen type.
Right, I'm not asking him to get an ace.
No,
I'm asking
he goes
him to
and gets somebody